You're watching RHA TV, and thank you very much for joining us in this broadcast this afternoon from the beautiful city of Sant Cugat, Barcelona, Spain, for the 2019 World Roller Games. It's now round 3. The players are out on the floor, as you can see on your screens right now. Brazil to the right, Australia to the left, about to commence the salute to the officials and the spectators in the crowd. A rousing applause there from the Australian camp already. We're hearing the announcements coming through in Spanish, of course, just about to start this battle, Brazil versus Australia. Just a recap on other events around the roller games. The latest results for the New Zealand roller hockey team. Chinese Taipei went down to New Zealand 8-4, which is a great result from the 2017 games, where they had a bit of a thumping there, and New Zealanders going down 13-6 against Chinese Taipei. Today's game, unfortunately, a reverse of fortune for them, unfortunately, going down 10-1 to Uruguay. But anyway, the boys are having a fantastic tournament here and are really giving their all. Further afield, downhill, scooter and skateboard events have now concluded here at the Games. Ruby True from Australia receiving the silver medal for the green and gold, and a fantastic effort there. Great work, Ruby. Really, really proud of you. As for the medal tally, Italy's in first place. 5 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze, all from the artistic and downhill events only. So it's a very strong dominated field for the Italians in the artistic and downhill. The USA is in second place at this point in time with 5 gold and 3 silver and no bronze at this point. Those medals coming from scooter, skateboard and downhill. And while we have a moment, I'd just like to make special mention to Drew Media Australia, bringing all these images to your lounge room and around the world in association with Roller Hockey Australia and Josh Sport. Our partners, eCam Live, video production software for Mac, E for Easy, for the production people bringing these streams live to your home. K-Tech, tough, durable, solid travel bags for all your audio equipment to travel the world as we are. As you'll see on your screens now, the Australian camp in a huddle. A loud cheer echoing through the stadium. The cheer squad in the grandstand cheering the Aussie boys on. And looking the starting floor, Bevan Hurley, Cameron Boehm, Geordie Pobler and Jason Shah taking the floor for the first whistle. The Brazilian team just breaking now from their huddle, and they will be setting themselves to start this match. Australia versus Brazil, and I'm very excited this way. This is going to be a very even match, I believe. And having a look at the form of the Brazilians in the background, and it's going to be very close. The initial rounds, Switzerland, Germany, always were going to be tough, but Brazil, I think, is going to make the difference for the Australian team in round 3 of this event. As you can see in front of the screen there, Bevan Hurley having a bit of a chat to the referee, taking the ball. It looks as though Australia will start this game. Boys looking very sharp, very determined this afternoon. Conditions are very steamy here in the stadium and outside. Very much like Queensland weather here this time of year in Spain. We've had the warm weather, it's been overcast, there's been a shower just recently. Very tropical to conditions at the moment. But the temperatures are down, making it a little easier for the players here in the Rambla de Sela Stadium, Sant Cugat. Players taking their position now. Bevan Hurley at the ready, listening for that whistle. Only seconds away. Brazilian keeper taking position. Reece Layton in the cage for Australia. Jay Cook in support with the pads on, ready to go. And we're off. Poblet receives the pass back. Have a look down the barrier side. Boehm, the safety of the centre line. Cross to Shah. Down the wall to Poblet. Shah. Back to Hurley. Boys taking a bit of time to set themselves. Hurley having a bit of a run in, dummers his slap. Still maintains position, scooting behind the cage, looking for that pass out. There's Boehm ready to receive. Coming in, Shah having a look. Hurley A bit more aggression from the opening minutes for the Australian team. It's great to see a slight change in play from what we've seen from the previous 2 days. It's now Brazil's ball. What are we going to see from them? Players signalling to each other, getting themselves set. Australians have been great defenders in this tournament so far, and today will be no different. Brazil just having a bit of a look there. The Australian cheer squad getting a little bit noisy in the grandstand, as you can hear. Poblet's intercepted on that one. He's coming down the barrier at the moment. He's been forced behind the cage. He's looking for someone to work with. There's Boehm. Seeds cleanly. He's coming in. He tries to get around the 2 Brazilian players at the moment. It's still a battle. It's no man's land. Brazil have the legs. Shah in chase. Hurley in support. In the corner. Brazil passing back. Having a run in. Slap shot at the cages. High. High ball called by the referees. Poblet to start play. Shah. Wide to Boehm. Giving it away to the Brazilians. Coming in. Australia setting their defence. Has tried the 1-2 into the cage. Not enough legs for the Brazilians. Shah's picking it up in the corner. Hurley having a look. Passing to Boehm. Have 10 seconds to get it over the line. They comply. Pushing down the barrier. Hurley coming through. Poblet receiving nicely there. The boys are very, very sharp in these opening minutes of the game, battling hard. Brazil on the whistle have the advantage. Australians set in their great defensive position. They're doing a great job here in their defensive work. So Poblet in front line. There's the pass in front. Man from Brazil not able to pick it up cleanly. Hurley having a bit of a run through. Interference from Brazil, but Shah's on the chase now. Boehm is just adjacent the cage. Has a bit of a loose shot at it at the moment. Rebounded off net. Brazil picks up. Brazil taking their time to come across the line, using up that 10 seconds. Resetting themselves. Brazil providing a bit of a shield there. At the moment, have a go at the cage. It's rebounded off. Waiting for the ball to be brought back into play, having gone over the barrier. It's been popped over the net now as we speak. Poblet taking it. Brazil to start. Brazil having a bit of a look in. Oh, off the post. Nice opening shot from Brazil, but not good enough. Hurley. Hurley, he's having a charge in, he's going down the barrier. He's dropping the bomber in, couldn't get a good stick, unfortunately. Australia still having possession. Hurley working hard. Now more relaxed, passes off to Boehm. Shah. Boys looking very sharp in this third round. Hurley having a look, gets around the Brazilian player, not quite. Opting to take a pass into Poblet. Poblet having a slash at the cage, it's a little wide. It's a battle, 2 green and gold, 1's Brazilian at the moment, but Brazil get it on the skate through. Brazil having a bit of a charge down at the moment. Green and gold all compressing in front of him. Hurley putting some early pressure on. Poblet in front now. Boehm in support. Poblet picks up on the rebound. Nice work there from the Australian camp. Poblet working hard. Ball popped up in the air. High ball called by the referees. Hurley, long pass to Boehm. We're in the striking zone now. Shah's in support. In the corner, forced behind the cage. Boehm's in front there, ready for the setup. Goes to save option to Poblet. Hurley, not able to pick it up, unfortunately. Leaves it go to the Brazilians. Let's reset ourselves. Boehm in front. Poblet there as well in support, wide of the cage. Poblet, Boehm, not able to pick it up. Drifting down into deep in the defensive area for Brazil. Possibly getting timed out. They only have 10 seconds. There's the wave from the referee. They're over. They're into the charge. There's the pass. Lots of green and gold in the way at this point in time. Brazil not getting a clean look in. Leighton doing a great job there, keeping it out of the net. Boehm there, putting the pressure on. There's the lift and tap. Boehm interfering with that one very nicely. On top of it, saw it coming. Boehm having a charge down the barrier. Look, there's Shah in support. He's going around the play. Yeah, he's a one-on-one battle. Oh, just can't quite get onto it properly. It's wide of the cage. Oh, bit of a tussle there with Shah at the moment. Referees have seen it clean. Play on. Poblet, Boehm in front line support. Shah picks up on the nice rebound from the shot. resetting himself. Poblet, Shah skating in there, trying to set himself in front of the cage. Poblet battling hard at the moment. Brazilian player going to the floor. Referees have called it clean. Hurley having a charge in. Australia, this could be the chance here. We're looking for an opening goal early from the Australian camp, and it looks like it's brewing for just exactly that. Poblet having a look close in at the cage at the moment, really in that striking zone. Hurley just skating through. Boehm resetting, he's having a charge now. There was the pass to Poblet, deflected off the stick of Brazil. Brazil picking it up in the corner. Long pass across to the other side. Brazil taking the time to reset. Australia in position, marking their players very tightly. Brazil having a bit of a run in. Hurley, Poblet picks up. Nice work there. Hurley battling against the barrier. Oh, he's gone down there. Oh, unfortunately, a little bit of interference there on the officials' table. Not able to stop himself on the momentum. Hurley just charging through. And that looks like a one foul and timeout indicator is going out for repairs right now. Gameplay has just stopped momentarily while the officials do what they can with what's left. Australia looking very strong in the opening innings of this game. A little bit of a change of the strategy I feel, and it's paying dividends. Australia is really taking it to the Brazilians at the moment, and as I said earlier in the broadcast, this is going to be a very, very evenly matched game here at the Barcelona World Roller Games 2019. You're watching RHA TV, brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association with Roller Hockey and Joss Sport. Ecamm Live video production software for Mac. K-Tech, tough, durable, solid travel bags for all your audio equipment to travel the world. Seeing front of screen there, Geordie Poblet having a bit of a chat to the referee. Bevan Hurley taking a couple of seconds of instruction from Steve Hoey, and we're on to the charge once more. Hurley having a charge down the barrier, passes off to Shah in the corner. Shah having a good look. Long pass back to Boehm. Hurley once more on the centre line. Poblet. Australia really attacking in this game. Poblet, Boehm, oh, there was the 1-2 setup. Intercepted by Brazil at the moment. There's the ball sitting there in the centre. It's picked up. There's a slap shot. Deflected away from the shin pads. Boehm's having the charge. Oh, he's nearly in there. It was nearly a one-on-one battle with the cage. Boehm battling hard, doing a fantastic job here. Dribbling around the Brazilian players. The Australian camp is starting to find their voice in the grandstand. Hurley having a slash at the cage, just a little wide. Brazil pick up on the rebound. Australia resetting in defence. Brazil taking their time to come across the line, having a very good, careful look. And they will need to. Australia's provided some great defence in this tournament so far. Rebounded off the shin pads. It's Australia's ball. Hurley's on it. Having a look. He's trying to challenge player. He dribbles around him. He's the first one. That's Hurley's going to do. He's skating around the second. The third player there for Brazil. Blocking him into the corner. Poblet just skating through. Shah. Poblet. Shah once more. Getting into the cage. There was Poblet in front. Tried to deflect on the ball coming through at height. Boehm. Hurley. Australia looking strong in the opening minutes. Poblet having a look. There's Shah coming through to support. Nobody in front of the cage at this point in time for Australia. Boehm. Poblet. Poblet having a go. Interference from the player from Brazil. Boehm going to the floor momentarily. He's up on his feet. Brazil having a bit of a look in. Poblet, Shah. Shah, first line of defence. Round the back of the cage. Hurley coming into it. Brazil resetting. Shah in front there. Blocking out off the post there. Shah doing a great job forcing the player to go wide of the cage. Brazil have it now, scooting behind, looking at the opportunity. He's in front. Shin pads blocking it out. Leighton doing the job for Australia in the cage. Boehm, Shah having a run in. Is Poblet in support, providing a little bit of shooting. Tries a little short pass to Poblet. Shah still maintains possession. Back to Boehm. Hurley not able to pick it up cleanly. Deflects to Brazil. Coming in. Brazil charging in at the moment. Looking for their 1-2. Doesn't come off. Nice intercept there from Shah. Shah's got the run on the ball. It's one-on-one on the cage. What's he going to do? He turns. Oh, Brazil at the last second coming into the fray. Brazil have the run on the cage at the moment. Boehm, Hurley in defence there, standing tall, blocks them out. Brazil having another run in. Boehm, a little bit of a lunge there, doesn't matter. And there is the first timeout for this game, Australia versus Brazil, RHA TV.
Bonjour, je suis Johan Barthès du Blagnac Sporting Club à Toulouse en France. J'ai eu la chance de jouer 4 ans à Melbourne pour le club de Mordialoc et je suis aujourd'hui à Vic en Catalogne pour aider à l'entraînement de l'équipe d'Australie. Donc les Australiens, je vous souhaite bonne chance pour les World Games 2019. Amusez-vous bien.
Back after the first of the 60-second timeout periods. Marusak on the floor now for Australia. Passing back to Boehm, having a look down the floor, going carefully. Hurley. Poblet on the centre line. Having a charge in. Hurley not able to intercept on the pass from Poblet. Brazil having a charge down the floor. Marusak, Boehm in defence. A little bit of scrappy work there from Brazil and Australia at the moment. Battling it out behind the cage there. Hurley's in the fray. Referees have called face-off. Ball being set in position. Corner of the penalty area. Hurley to take it. And we're off. Brazil wins out on the battle. Passing across the floor. Looking for a way in. Australia closing up. Restricting the opportunities for Brazil to have a strike in at the cage. Brazil being forced to pass it amongst each other at the moment. Great defensive work there for the Australian camp. Having a bit of a loose go at the cage, Leighton doing the work. But it's Boehm is having a charge down the floor. Long pass to Marusak. Coming in, having a look. Poblet, it's a loose pass. Poblet having to chase. And timed out on the whistle. Ball being turned over to Brazil to start play once more. Referees just having a little bit of a discussion with the Australian camp. Geordie Poblet acknowledging the referee. Brazil have started. We're on it, on the charge. Boehm first line. Leighton doing the work. Great effort there from Reece Leighton. Poblet is now having a look. Looking for something to work with. There's Boehm. Marusak coming through into the corner. He's looking for Poblet to work with. Rebound off the barrier to Boehm from the bottom of the cage. Hurley just picking up on the wide pass. Hurley having a charge in. Drops the bomber in. Oh, Brazil having to work to keep that one out of the net. But Brazil on the rebound now. They're charging in. Marusak first line in support with Poblet. Behind the cage, looking for a way to come out. Brazil indicating, let's settle ourselves again. Let's start again on the attack. Wide pass there. Ball turned over to Australia. Referee just passing the ball back to the Australian team player, Bevan Hurley, as we've been talking about, big hitter for the game. Australia on the charge, Marusak on the ball. Long pass down the wall to Poblet, picks it up nicely. Poblet having a bit of a look. Where's the man there in front of the cage? He hasn't got anybody to work with at the moment. Long pass back to Boehm to reset. Boehm having a bit of a charge in. Having some success dribbling around the Brazilian players. Marusak there in support. Boehm going round, having another look. Hurley in support there momentarily. Passes to Poblet. Back to Boehm. Hurley Oh, yes, oh, just about gets around. Oh, he's nearly there. Nearly dribbles around the Brazilian player. There's two in defence for Australia. Marusak, Leighton doing the job there. Great work from the Australian keeper. Boehm there in support in the defensive move, of course. There's Brazil against the barrier at the moment. There seems to be something going on behind play there. The referees have seen something. We were looking at the cage. Australia starting off once more. Boehm. Long pass to Marusak, skating through. Back to Boehm once more. Boehm tries to slap shot off the shin pads of Brazil. It's a run to the ball. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like it's Brazil. Marusak's the only one in front at the moment. Hurley coming into the fray. Off the post. Leighton slashing it to Poblet. Give us the advantage. Poblet looking around for someone to work with. Tries to go between the legs. Rebounds off the shin pads for Brazil. Coming in. Boehm, Hurley in defence. Leighton. Great work there, keeping out the low ball. Boehm taking his time, skating through, have 10 seconds off the keeper. Passes across the floor to Marusak. A revitalised Australian team. We're seeing, oh, there was the pass from Poblet. Hurley couldn't quite get onto it. Boehm's in front of the cage at the moment for Australia. Leighton doing the magic once more. Marusak on the ball up against the barrier. Skating through, Brazil has it. Australia have reset their defence. Brazil very unlucky to have scored at this point in time, but it doesn't matter. Off the post does not score. Australia showing some great form here in this game against Brazil. Round 3 World Roller Games, Barcelona 2019. On the rebound, Boehm's on the ball now. Unfortunately not able to maintain possession. Brazil's on it. Passing back, across. Hurley, Poblet putting the early defence on. Brazil struggling to have a bit of a look in. Forced behind the cage, passing off. The Australian ranks closing up. Ball's in no man's land at the moment. It's picked up by Brazil, having the legs at the moment. Long pass for Brazil. Marusak, Poblet coming in. Moving around. Australia, great defensive strategy in these games. There's the ball coming to Poblet. Manages to pick it up. Hurley providing a little bit of assistance there. Marusak. Boehm. Hurley dummies the slap. Picked up by Brazil, couldn't get past him. Brazil having a charge in. Marusak, Boehm in support. Leighton once again doing the job. Hurley charging down once more. 10 seconds off the touch from the keeper. Hurley dummies. Oh, he's tried to dribble in. He got close. The too much white and blue in the way. Marusak and Boehm, yes, oh, it's a deflection there. Australia picked it up. Hurley's on the charge. He needs to just get, there's the lift and tap. Can't keep control of it, unfortunately. Just too far in front of his reach. Brazil charging down the floor at the moment. Poblet in defence. Forces him around behind the cage. Hurley putting a bit of pressure on there too. Swapping his man. Boehm putting the pressure on the Brazilians. Don't let them in. There's the slap shot. Off the shin pads of Hurley. Brazil maintaining possession, having another look in. Hurley, Leighton doing the work. And what are we seeing here from the indication of the referees? Yes, it is a goal for Brazil. Sneaky, sneaky one. Always difficult for the keeper. Blocks out the initial slap shot, but it's sometimes extremely hard as the ball drifts under the gear of the keeper. Very difficult to move around. Just having a look at the replay there. Disappointing for Reece Leighton, who's doing such a fantastic job of keeping the ball out. Brazil having quite a number of shots at the cage. Nothing to be taken away from Reece Leighton. You can hear the cheer squad in the back on the Australian camp. There you go on your screens. It's great to have them here in support of Barcelona 2019 World Roller Games. You're watching RH8 TV, brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Joss Sport, eCam Live in support along with K-Tech. And thank you very much for your support at these roller games in the beautiful city of St Cugat, the Rambla de Sella Stadium. I'm always correcting myself. Working hard to try and bring these broadcasts to perfection for you. Shah to start play. Waiting for the referees. The Brazilian keeper just coming into the cage now. We are set. There's the whistle. Passes back to Boehm. Boehm having a bit of a look in. That referee's whistle blown. It's seen something. And we'll go Australia's way. And there is the second 60-second timeout period. RHA TV.
Bonjour, je suis Johan Barthès du Blagnac Sporting Club à Toulouse en France. J'ai eu la chance de jouer 4 ans à Melbourne pour le club de Mordialoc et je suis aujourd'hui à Vic en Catalogne pour aider à l'entraînement de l'équipe d'Australie. Donc les Australiens, je vous souhaite bonne chance pour les World Roller Games 2019. Amusez-vous bien.
You're on RHA TV. Just come to the conclusion of the second 60-second timeout period. Boehm passing off the Poblet, couldn't pick it up cleanly. Interference there from the Brazilian player. Brazil gesticulating to his teammate, getting the position that we want you to be in against this Australian defence. Poblet up early, putting pressure on the Brazilians. Having a slash at the cage, doesn't pay off. There tries the 1-2. Boehm picks up on the rebound and Leighton doing a fantastic job here. Interference from Brazil, steals it from Poblet. Brazil having a charge then, Sharp putting the pressure on, not letting him in. Marusek also doing the same. Brazil taking their time at the moment, passing amongst each other, having a look in. There was the pass in at the moment. There's the 1-2. Shah intercepting on that Brazilian 1-2. Brazil still trying to. There's the turn and flick of the cage. Leighton doing the work this afternoon. Rambler de Sela Stadium. Fantastic to see that our ninja in the cage, and he is being a ninja this afternoon in the literal sense. Marusak putting the pressure onto Brazil deep in their defensive zone. Gets it just over the line in time. Poblet, Shah in defence, working together. Marusak in front right now. Brazil resetting themselves. Slowly skating around, looking for that opportunity. See where the Australians are moving. Boehm putting the pressure on, coming through to defend the post. Brazil passing across the floor. Poblet there, just keeping a careful eye on him. Shah providing some interference there, but Poblet's on the charge, putting the pressure on. Poblet steals it away, trying to dribble out his player. Blind turn, he gets out. Boehm putting a bit of some shielding support there, legally. Referees have seen it shielding there, and it is going to go Australia's way on the whistle. Ball has been brought back to the starting position. Malcolm Marusak thought he was being called by the referee. The Brazilian player being warned by the referee. Number 4 has been given a warning for shielding. Hurley ready to start play once more. Referee putting the notebook back into the pocket. And we're off. Boehm has the possession. Into the corner to Poblet. Back of the cage to Hurley. He's a bit cramped there. He's got a Brazilian on each post. No opportunity. Passes back to Boehm. Boehm having a bit of a look. Passes off to Marusak. Hurley not seeing the pass coming through, unfortunately, from Marusak. Brazil pick it up in the corner. Long pass along the floor. Defenders in place for Australia. Oh, off the post there. Leighton was on top of it. Very keen eye, Reece Leighton in the cage for Australia. Poblet on the face-off. Poblet giving it away to Brazil. We're seeing something here. Timeout has been called. First of the 30-second periods. You're on RHA TV.
Hello everybody, I'm Shishu. I was playing in Australia 4 years ago. It was a great experience. I played with Melbourne roller hockey and we're supporting them for the World Roller Games, and I wish all the luck for the team and the national team. And I'm from Vic. I was playing all my life in Club Pati Vic, and then I moved it to Taradell. And nowadays I will play the next season in Ripoll and nothing. I wish all the luck for the national team.
And you're back on RHA TV. We're just having a bit of a look at the comments coming through from the stream. Thank you very much for all your comments. And a big hello to Paulo Tejano from Brazil. And thank you very much for tuning in to this broadcast. Brazil taking the ball to start play once more. Brazil pacing themselves, having a bit of a look in, decides to pass back. Marusak, first line. Hurley, Poblet, grouping together, put the pressure on. Brazil not sure what to do. Poblet putting some early pressure on, forcing them back over the line momentarily. Now into the striking zone. Marusak and Hurley, first line now. There's the pass down the barrow. Poblet intercepts. He's got the run at the moment. There's only one in front of him at the moment. There's the pass to Marusak. Oh, couldn't quite get a good stick on it, fortunately. Goes adjacent to the cage, but Marusak's still on it. Passes back to Boehm. Boehm having a look in now. There was the pass to Poblet. He's not in position. Brazil picking it up. Marusak chasing. Long pass across the floor. Brazil moving in for the kill. Reece Layton doing a fantastic job in the cage for Australia, thwarting their efforts. Brazil tries the 1-2. There's the pass to the man in front. But Boehm's got the run at the moment. One player in front of him. What's he going to do? It's the wide. Oh, how's it going? Is it in the cage? What can we see? Oh, it's looking like a face-off. Yes, it unfortunately landed in the back of the net, wrong side of the post, but so close for Australia to open the scoreboard for the Australian camp. Face-off. Brazil winning out on that one. They have the run momentarily. Forced to stop on the centre line now. Poblet, Marusak coming into position. Brazil taking their time initially and then trying the run in. There's the slap shot. Layton, what's he done? Yes, he's kept it out. Superlative work here from the Australian keeper. Oh, Boehm thought he had the run there. It's on again. That's in no man's land. Picked up by Brazil. Long pass across the floor. Just intercepts on that one. Long arms. Brazil dummies the slap. Has a go at it. Lots of green and gold. Marusak in the corner. Coming out. Brazil putting the pressure on Australia now, as we have done them. Marusak, the ball coming very, very close to the officials' table. Just staying within the barrier. Marusak making that pass there to get it over the line so we don't time it out. Brazil having a close look in now. The Australian camp condensing around the cage. There was the pass in front. Referees have blown the whistle. I've seen something there. 5 minutes remaining in this first period. We're seeing a lot more play here than we have in the opening 2 rounds, but obviously a foul there in the penalty area going against Australia. Brazil to have the penalty shot at the cage. Reece Layton, the man of the moment. He's had a fantastic first half so far. Very confident Reece Layton can do the job once more. Players set behind the penalty line, opposite end. Waiting for the indication. There it is. Goes direct. Layton done the work. Oh! disappointing. Unfortunately, not able to follow up. Very difficult to reset, reposition for Leighton. He's frustrated, he's angry with himself. He's been doing a fantastic job there. Five minutes remaining in this first period. Shah to start play. Lots of hockey to be played yet. It's only 2-0. Poblet having a race in. Passes off to Boehm. On the whistle, going Australia's way. And thank you very much for watching RHA TV, Drew Media Australia, Roller Hockey Australia, Joss Sport, Ecamm Live and K-Tech in support. There's the wall forming there. The referees have pushed him back. Hurley dummies the slap shot. He's trying to go around at the moment. Can't get enough space to have a go. Too deep, too wide. Passes out to Boehm. Off to Shah. Boehm once more. He's going to Boehm having a charge in. Yes, he's got around the 2 play. Oh, so close. So close for Cameron Boehm. Frustration for the Australian camp. But Brazil's on the charge once more. Having a look in, trying to race in towards the cage. Boehm on defence, great work there. Steals it away. Tries to get it, nice work. Gets around the plate from Brazil. Oh, Poblet was there in front of the cage. What's the referee going to say? We're waiting for an adjudication here. And it's looking as though it might be a penalty in Australia's favour. The Brazilian players questioning the referee. It was in the penalty area. A foul going against Brazil. It looks as though Australia will take the shot at the cage. The referee's indicating to the Brazilian and Australian players, get back behind the line, boys. It's time for Australian green and gold glory at the cage. The Australian spectators, you can hear in the background, they're excited. This is their chance. The opening goal, the scoreboard, round 3, the 2019 Barcelona World Roller Games from Sant Cugat, Rambla de Sella Stadium. Referee standing in position, waiting for, and it looks as though Cameron Boehm may take the shot for Australia. The Brazilian keeper just remounting the helmet. Very hot, steamy conditions here in the Rambla de Sella Stadium, Sant Cugat. Very much tropical weather we're feeling here at the moment, like a Queensland summer. Players are set behind the penalty line. The referees have indicated it's clear. Waiting for the hand up and the wave. There it is. What's Boehm going to do? He's coming in for the dribble. Oh, it's rebounded deeply off the keeper. Hurley coming for the charge. Shah's in front. There's the opportunity. Referee's whistle has gone. The referee, palms out his sheet, indicating, hey, not sure here, having a bit of a chat. Mop boy coming onto the floor now. Players going down in front of the cage. Hurley there, we're seeing a bit of a sunbathing position on one side there. Hello, take the photo right now. I'm right next to the Brazilian keeper. Intense moments here at the Rambla de Sella Stadium, Sant Cugat. Lots of discussion going on here, a bit of gesticulating from the referees. Discussion back to the officials' table and chatting with the coach for Brazil. Referee requesting the ball be brought back to the position where he indicates. Australia having the advantage at the start of play. Brazil will form the wall. They've been pushed back to 3 metres. We're off. Boehm having a very good look. Poblet in the corner. Possible opportunity there. Shah's in front of the cage. Off the shin pads of Brazil. Brazil pick up on the rebound. Passing back. Shah is there. Early defence. Oh, he provides some physical blocking there at the moment. How the referee's going to see it, and they will see it Brazil's way. Brazil looking like they're flagging in the humid conditions here at the moment. Taking their time. Ball set. We're off once more. referees are happy with the start of play. Forced behind the cage. And timed out. So referees have seen something there. Poblet rebounding off Leighton to get the full advantage of the 10 seconds. Boehm. Shah. The intensity building, you can hear the Australians cheering in the background. They know it's coming. It's getting close. You can almost smell it in the air. Australia are going to be on the scoreboard very, very shortly. But Brazil have the run at the moment. Poblet in front. Hurley in front of the cage. Brazil forced back. Reset themselves. Shah in the chase. That early defence. Boehm at the moment in front. Brazil. Shah putting the interference from the 1-2 from Brazil. Nice pass out there, going Australia's way. Oh, Hurley's got it. He's on it. There's the opportunity. Oh, it's wide. He had to take the extra time to reset the ball onto the floor before having a shot. But Brazil have it now on the rebound, passing to themselves between the legs. Nice work there. Boehm moving in. Now Hurley. Oh, look, Brazil went to the floor there. It was a tripping situation for Brazil. It was clean. It's play on. Brazilian player just losing balance there momentarily. Brazil still on it. Poblet putting the pressure on. Hurley joining. Jammed up against the barrier behind the cage. Australia winning out on the whistle. Poblet. Mopboy coming on from the earlier fall from the Brazilian player. Any moisture on the floor will cause the players to lose traction and can go down very easily, especially very important those pressure moments. You do not want to be having any slippage whatsoever, but Poblet's on the charge. Having a look, there's the pass to Boehm, intercepted by Brazil. Doing the 1-2 for Brazil, it's only Shah in front. Leighton there, Australia caught with its pants down there momentarily. The Australian camp not happy at all, shaking their heads. They thought they were on the charge, Australia, though, going into the cage. They thought it was time. Just shows you how things can turn around. Hockey, never give up, never say die. Even the dying seconds of the game, things can turn around. But it's Shah on the ball now. Off to Hurley. Hurley on target, but just above the cage. Brazil on the ball. Gesticulating there to get his players, giving instruction. We're having a run in now. Brazil just working that centre line at the moment. They haven't got much room to move at the moment. Each time they try and move in, there's an Australian player in front. Going Brazil's way on the whistle. Brazil just getting it over the line now. Looking at one of their players going to the floor, he's up. Shah skating through, trying to defend. Brazil picking it out of the net from the back of the cage. Passing long back to the centre line. It's now coming in again. Off to the other side. Player indicating to his teammate, come through. Trying to get around this way. Boehm's got the run now. He's got Shah behind him to work with. What's he going to do? Shah's coming into position. Moving in front of the cage now. Poblet in support. There's Poblet. He's in the spot. Off the shin pads and stick of Brazil. Upsetting the charge for Australia. Marusak in defence. Just lucky for Australia. Marusak lost his stick momentarily. Poblet's there. Shah's now in position. Brazil turning around the cage. Leighton doing a great job once more. It's a bit of a tussle there. Marusak coming out. Lots of pressure on him from Brazil. Brazil backing off momentarily. Shah looking for that pass out along to the barrier. Couldn't pick up Boehm. Intercepted by Brazil. Brazil looking at the slap shot. Decide otherwise. Brazil on the centre line once more. Working it in. Trying to get around Marusak. Doesn't pay off. Doesn't work for Brazil. They try the big bomber from the centre line. It's very wide of the cage. Shah picks it up for Australia. Shah having a bit of a run there. Brazil putting the pressure on, but Shah's not balking. He's after Marusak. Marusak's having a look through too. Poblet, it's wide to him. Anybody's ball, Marusak's back on it. Poblet, we need to get in. Oh, Marusak, who's in the spot for the deflection. He's jammed into the corner now, off to Shah. Back to Boehm to reset. Poblet, Boehm on the 1-2 to get round the player. Oh, fresh air shot there, couldn't quite coordinate it. Bashir's on it, back to Marusak. Drops the bomber, shin pads for Brazil, keeping it out. And the ball's deflected over the barrier. Intense moments there in this game. This battle going either way on the floor. One second, I should say, remaining on from what I can see here, Ramble Vasella Stadium. And there is the conclusion of the first period. You're watching RHA TV. We'll see you soon.
Hello, my name is Mark. I'm from Big. This season I was supporting and playing from Melbourne Royal Hockey. And now I'm here to support Australian national team. So come on guys, good luck.
Thanks for taking some time out to join us, Steve.
You're welcome, mate.
Now, we've just had the jersey presentation.
Yeah.
I've never seen a group of men so proud to be wearing green and gold. They look an inch taller. The chest measurement is just that little bit bigger now. And how does it feel as the Australian coach? We've gone from humble beginnings just a few years ago.
Yeah, mate, it's a good question actually. I don't often reflect on it. I'm always thinking about the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. But today, as a team, we came together and we spoke about that, and we said that, you know, from 2014 we started this journey, and we've taken step by step to get where we are. And what I feel and what I know is that, mate, I'm proud. I feel really proud. You know, we've already won. You know, from a sense of, you know, this is our reward for all the hard work that we've done.
We spoke last year at Trans-Tasman.
Yep.
We were talking about the 5-year development plan of the Australian team.
Yep.
Are we on track? And how are we progressing in that strategy, that 5-year plan?
Yeah, oh, let me correct it. It's actually a 10-year plan.
I'm sorry, I do stand corrected?
Yeah, it's a 10-year plan. We're, so, you know, we're in a year 7, year 8 of that plan. And, mate, we're very well on track. We're very well on track. You know, we've gone from wanting to be the best we can be in the Oceania regions, and that took us a couple of years. We went then into Asia. We said, you know, we need to be, you know, good and competitive in Asia, and we've been able to do that. And now we know the next phase is for us to be, you know, competing at this level. And for us, we want to see how, you know, for us, we understand that it's tough. It's really, really tough. But we want to really measure ourselves and understand, you know, how long and for how hard we can compete. And by doing that, then we can also understand the next things that we need to focus on. When I think about the 10-year plan, we have achieved this? You know, I thought it was going to take us longer. I thought we would not get to where we are for at least another 2 or 3 years. So I'm so pumped that we've been able to do it in, you know, the 7 years that we've actually been able to do it. You know, which means the next 5 to 10 years is really about that next generation coming through. You know, and it sort of starts again. You know, so. You know, it's going to be exciting to see, you know, that next generation coming through playing with these guys as well.
It's been the 1990s since we're in the top 16.
Yeah.
It's been since the 1970s we've actually played against Northern Hemisphere teams.
Oh, geez, how do I feel about us playing Switzerland and these other countries? You know, I'm really looking forward to it, and the guys are as well. We know who we are, we know where we're at, we know the level that we're at. And again, like I said, we want to compete really hard, and we want to compete for as long as we can. To ensure that we really represent well. So, you know, we want to measure ourselves against that. You know, we've been applying, you know, the right standards. We've been applying the right tactics. We've been applying the right things for us to do that. We also know, you know, we're being realistic. So that's what I'm looking forward to as a coach, you know, just to sort of do you know, we've done the hard work. Can we apply it to the game? I hope so. The guys want to, and we're going to give us our best shot. So yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Absolutely, very exciting, and we're really pleased to be on RHA TV to be bringing all this to the people back home.
Yeah.
Now, what are the real expectations? How do you think we're going to place?
Yeah. The first phase of this competition, there's two phases, first phase, second phase. The first phase of this competition, we're right up against some very hard teams. It's going to be very tough for us. The results there, of course, we were going to try to do our best to get a positive result. But like I said before, we want to have a competitive result. We want to make sure that we're going away from those games feeling like that we've competed. If the result goes our way because we've been very competitive and we're able to do what we want to do, then great. The expectation for us is really in that second phase. Once we enter that, we'll then be paired up against the teams that are more or less our level, maybe even a little bit higher than our level, and from there we're expecting to get results, very much so. So we'll move into game 4, 5 and 6 from Wednesday, Thursday onwards. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, first 3 games, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then we move into the following game. So that second phase will determine where we end up, and for us that is extremely important part of the competition.
Great. Look, thank you so much, Steve, for taking some time out.
Hi, my name is Ferran. I'm from Vic, Catalonia, Spain. I played for roller hockey Melbourne 4 years ago, and I'm here to support them, to support the national team for this World Roller Games competition, and to say to them that they can beat anyone. So go for them, guys.
Hi, I'm Jordi Guevara. I play at Sant Cugat, and I played as well for Melbourne last year. So I'm very happy to help the Australian roller hockey community, and I wish all the best to my friends at the World Roller Games in Barcelona.
Hi, my name is Ferran. I'm from Vic, Catalonia, Spain. I played for roller hockey Melbourne 4 years ago, and I'm here to support them, to support the national team for this World Roller Games competition, and to say to them that they can beat anyone. So go for them, guys.
And you're watching RHA TV, brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association with Roller Hockey Australia and Josh Sport, Ecamm Live and K-Tech in support. Just like to take a moment here as the players are taking to the floor. Congratulations to Ruby True from Australia, taking the silver medal in the ladies skateboard vert competition. A bit closer to home, notable mention. The young rookies in the game yesterday against Germany in the closing minutes of the first half, Kira Maroney, Ash Klee and Max Cook really taking it to the Germans yesterday afternoon, Ramla de Sella Stadium. It's great to see the boys though really putting the pressure on the Germans, and most of the time they had it in the Australian attacking zone. There's great effort there. The boys have spent a lot of time playing together, and the experience from each other's work playing together in the games at local and at the state level really showed out here. But we're just about to start play into the second half at round 3, the Barcelona World Roller Games of the Australian campaign. Ramla de Sella Stadium, Sant Cugat. Situation being, if you've just joined the broadcast, 3-0. Brazil is in the advantage at the moment. However, Australia have had a number of strikes at the cage. Unfortunately, not able to connect with the stick well and bouncing off the post. Reese Layton working hard in the cage and blocking out the Brazilian onslaught and doing a fantastic job there. We're on to the play once more. Brazil has it. Back to the centre line. Passing off across the other side. Cameron Boehm in defence. Marusak also working. Trying to keep these Brazilians back to the centre line. And they're doing a great job of doing that. Brazil having a bit of a look in there. Boehm Poblet. That slap shot from Brazil, wide of the cage. Poblet picks it up on the rebound. There's Shah. He's coming in. He's got a bit of a charge at the moment. He drops the shot in. Unfortunately, it's wide and high. Battling behind the cage at the moment. Shah not giving up, coming back in. Brazil have the charge. Shah coming back in defence. Boehm Poblet already set. Marusek there in support, marking his player very, very carefully. Brazil balancing the ball on the stick. Long pass back. Resetting themselves. Boehm putting the pressure on. Shah doing the job. Poblet in support. Boehm now coming into the fray to keep the Brazilians out. Long pass for Brazil, having to reset. Frustration, they drop the bomber in. Doesn't work. 17 seconds on the shot clock for Brazil. They've got to get one into the keeper. Back of the net. The shot clock still running down. It's been reset. Poblet picks it up to Boehm. Having a look into Marusak. Boehm coming in. There's Marusak. Oh, having a go at the cage once more. Close. The frustration seen in the face of Marusak. But it's Poblet in the corner that the referees are looking at. It's going to go Australia's way. Brazil forming the wall now. They will get the pushback. No, they're not asking for it. Poblet to Marusak. They're close to scoring. You can almost smell it in the air at the moment. Shah. Australia very close to getting onto the scoreboard here in this game. Poblet. Back to Boehm. Poblet. Dummies the slap. Shah in the corner. Poblet providing support. Marusak having a look to Shah. Shah coming in closer now, just out of his reach, maintains control. Whistle blown, timed out. Looking possibly on the shot clock there. 45 seconds to have a go. Got to make contact with the keeper. Brazil on the centre line. Skating in, skating hard. Poblet, chase, in the chase. He's blocked him out very nicely. Boehm coming in to help. Brazil drops the bomb, and Leighton, great work, saw it coming a mile away. Boehm on the charge. He's up against the barrier, turns. He's having a look, skating across the floor, looking for some support. There's Poblet coming through. Marusek not receiving the ball, unfortunately, for Australia, but Brazil have got the run at the moment. It's Shah and Boehm in defence. Shah blocking out the Brazilian. Great work, having to pass back to the centre line. Brazil having a charge in. Marusek and Shah doing the job, keeping Brazil out for the minute. Brazil passing back, tries to drop the bomber in. Leighton doing the job once more. He's working hard in these games. Marusek tries to slap shot into the shin pads of Brazil. Long pass to Brazil, trying to get the run in. Boehm's in front. Putting the pressure on, does the job. Brazil still managing to be kept out. Forced behind the cage. Poblet now joining in. Loose sticks everywhere. Shah's on it. He's behind the cage. He's trapped. He's got out. Boehm's on it. Easily getting away from the Brazilian player. He's having a look in. Marusek's there, just skating out now. Poblet's decided to have a crack at it. Unfortunately, can't get the goodies. Boehm having another look. Poblet moving in front of the cage. Brazil slashing at the ball, but Australia keeps possession. Shah on it now. There's the pass out to Boehm on the other side. Boehm, oh, having a look there. The Brazilian keeper was just having a look to the other side, just deflects. It's coming. We can feel it. It's not far away. Poblet trying to do the blind turn. Passes it off to Brazil, unfortunately. Brazil stuck on the centre line, resetting themselves. Australia coming up to the centre line, putting the pressure on the Brazilians. Boehm in chase at the moment, defending. Poblet just caught on the wrong side. There's the opportunity there for Brazil. It's wide and it's high. Boehm off down the barrier to Shah. Shah's got the run into the cage. There's one in front. Oh, yes, he has a flick shot at the cage. It's wide. Brazil's on the charge down the floor once more. 2 green and gold in defence. Boehm having a go to defend. Leighton, nice work there. A little bit of a wax on action. Marusek's got the run at the moment. It's down the other end. It's coming through. He's got one in front of him. The Brazilian player from behind, tapping the ball out of his possession. 2 green and gold in the corner. Poblet, Marusek battling it out. Australia coming out just at the moment, trapped under the skate. Oh, Poblet going to the floor. Referee's whistle has been blown. Brazilian players indicating, was it kicked? Doesn't matter, it's going Brazil's way at this point. Just on the whistle. Brazil needing to be careful that they don't time out over the centre line. Poblet putting the pressure on, keeping it on the defensive zone for Brazil. They comply, getting it over the line. Hurley putting the pressure on. Brazilian player spinning and going to the floor at the moment. Lots of pain there we're seeing. Just giving him a minute to get to his feet once more. Smiling face there. Skating along the floor now, just regaining his composure, but the action's back here on the ball. Brazil to start play once more. Australia providing the shield. Boehm in front. Shah in support. Hurley now taking over. Brazil is still having a look in. They can't get through at the minute. There's the shot there. It's wide. Shah picking it up in the corner. Boehm. Boehm's got the charge at the moment. He's got a bit of the speed advantage. Brazil's caught up. Oh, chopping foul against Brazil. Australia to start. Foul count very even, 6 apiece at this point in time. 90 minutes remaining in the second period. Referee asking for the ball to be brought back. Brazil forming a loose wall there. Boehm just in front of the cage. He's marked by a man. Shah. Boehm. Poblet. Shah. Having a run in. Looking for someone to work with. There's Hurley. He could be in the spot. He's opting to go back. Start again. Shah from Poblet. Hurley. Hurley having a look in. He's forced wide. Looking for the man in front of the cage. It's not there. Shah's in the corner. Passing back to Boehm. Shah once more. Poblet coming through. Poblet having a go. Kept out by the Brazilian floor players. Shah, you're giving a bit of interference there, not letting him having an easy time. There's the long pass. Brazil are having the run in. There was a pass. There's no one there from Brazil. Hurley's got it. Is he going to get the pace? Yes, he has. He's got the legs at the moment. He's got two defenders in front of him. He rips off the shot. We've seen Hurley do it before from that goal line. He does have the shot, but Brazil's on the ball now. Poblet putting the pressure on, steals it away. Candy from a baby that time. Shah is on it. Got to get it over the line. But there's the way from the referee. Complies. The Australian camp going wild in the grandstand. The noise is building here. Again, we're seeing Poblet's gone to the floor. No whistle from the referee. It's play on. Boehm to Hurley. Boehm trying to pass off to Poblet, intercepted by Brazil. Shah there putting some early pressure on. Poblet in front there, putting a little bit more extra pressure on Brazil, not letting them through. Brazil having to reset themselves. Poblet in chase. He's got him on the blind turn. Coming through, he's not in the right spot. There was no one there for Brazil to intercept. Brazil having to pass back out again, resetting themselves, has a slap at the cage. Leighton doing the job there. Hurley picking up on the rebound. Poblet. Hurley providing the shielding. Interference there from the shin pads of Brazil. Unfortunately, Poblet allowing Brazil to have a moment there, allowing Australia to reset. Clee's on the floor now for Australia. But Hurley's on the charge now. Hurley's on it. What's he going to do? Yes, he's trying to dribble around the play between the legs. Can't keep control of it. Brazil's on that ball now. Nice to see Clee on the floor once more. Brazil resetting themselves on the centre line. Just working the ball backwards and forwards across the floor. Not sure where they're going to go. Fresher legs from Clee is going to help the Australian camp. Brazil trying the sneaky in front of the cage, but it's picked up by Shah. He's in support with Clee. Clee holding back, but Shah's in on the charge. There's Hurley. He's picked up the pass. He's coming back across the back of the cage once more. There's the pass to Clee coming through. Back to Hurley once more. Poblet. Poblet having a look. Clee in position, ready for the pass. Moves out. Poblet moving in. Shah. Back to Hurley. Australian camp resetting. Poblet on the ball, not able to pick up the pass. Brazil will pick up on that one behind the cage. Shah putting the early pressure on. There it is, nice work from Shah there. He's taken it away, they're still battling it out. Brazil's on the floor, Shah's got the run. He's working with Clee, these boys will work together. What can they do? Brazil putting the pressure on the moment. Clee still well down on top. It's Shah at the moment. Clee helping out. Shah forced behind the cage. Brazil trying to put interference there. Unfortunately, Brazil intercepted him just in front of the cage. It is so close for Australia to get onto the board. Desperate moments here. Poblet kicking there. And there is the first of the timeout periods in the second half. You're watching RHA TV.
Bonjour, je suis Johan Barthès du Blagnac Sporting Club à Toulouse en France. J'ai eu la chance de jouer 4 ans à Melbourne pour le club de Mordialoc et je suis aujourd'hui à Vic en Catalogne pour aider à l'entraînement de l'équipe d'Australie. Donc les Australiens, je vous souhaite bonne chance pour les World Roller Games 2019. Amusez-vous bien.
And you're on RHA TV. Thank you very much for joining our broadcast here at the Barcelona 2019 World Roller Games, Rambla de Sella Stadium, Sant Cugat. Just seeing the players coming back out onto the floor once more. We'd like to thank Drew Media Australia for bringing these images to your land room and across the world in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Josh Sport, Ecamm Live and K-Tech also in support. Poblet, Klee, Marusak, Klee. Referees have blown the whistle. We're seeing something here. There's Bevan Hurley is being questioned and instructed by the referee. You are not allowed to obstruct the keeper. Hurley moving away now. Hurley possibly in the semicircle just in front of the cage. Got to keep out of that zone. Brazil in the attacking zone now. Just on that centre line. That's in their half. Just. Hurley putting the pressure on early. Klee all doing the same. Gets around Klee. Marusak's there in front. Oh, it's a deflection off the stick. Nearly goes into the cage, but Leighton's doing the job. Fantastic work he is doing here. Hurley just manages to lose it, unfortunately, there. He worked hard a long way down the barrier, but Brazil's on the charge now. Slap shot at the cage, it's wide. Marusak picks it up. Does he keep control? No, Brazil's on the ball. Poblet's there as defence. Australian camp now moving into defensive positions. Poblet on the post. Klee doing the same on the opposite side. Hurley, Marusak moving up forward. Poblet's now joining Hurley. Brazil momentarily stopping to reset. Brazil having a charge in there. Marusak's on it. Klee's in front, blocking it out, but Brazil pick it up still. Interference there from Hurley. No joy for him. Still in Brazil's possession. Brazil being forced onto the centre line. They're having trouble trying to get in. There's the pass in, but there's no one in support for Brazil. Klee putting the pressure on. Oh, a referee has indicated that Klee pushing a bit hard there. The Brazilian player going to the floor. Klee off the floor, Bowen back on. Pat on the shoulder for Klee from the Australian coach Steve Hoey. Mop boys coming out onto the floor once now to mop up any moisture that's on this surface. Do not want to create a dangerous situation here for the players. Australia providing a bit of a wall there in front. Poblet, Bowen doing the job. Brazil to start play once more. Passing behind the cage, looking for that opportunity to come in front. There's the pass in front. Great work, kept out by Leighton, slashing the stick behind the cage. Hurley momentarily gets a stick on the ball, but it's Brazil's possession at the moment. Brazil just working the ball between themselves. They're taking a bit more time in the second half of the game to set themselves up. Green and goal. Hurley steals it away. There's only one defender in front for Brazil. He's got the run. He's around him at the moment. What's he going to do? Hurley forced behind the cage. Still battling it out. Ball stuck there momentarily. Brazil have got it out. Hurley still there in the fight. Backing off now. Moving into a defensive role. Marking his player carefully. Making sure that his man doesn't get a run into the cage. Brazil having a slap shot out off the defence of Bowen. There's the pass behind the cage for Brazil. Poblet on the post. Bowen matching him on the other side. No opportunity for Brazil to pass in front. Brazil doing the 1-2. Tries the wild slap shot. It's wide of the cage. Marusak picking it up. Poblet having a run in there. Hurley providing a little bit of shielding there. Bowen not maintaining control. Brazil's got the run. Marusak in front. Hurley. Oh. The two Australian camp players are having a bit of a tussle there, but it's Bowen that's battling it out. There's moisture on the floor. The players are going down. The players are asking the referees to stop play to clean the floor. And there is the second out time period. Time out period, I should say. RHA TV.
Hello everybody, I'm Shishu. I was playing in Australia 4 years ago. It was a great experience. I played with Melbourne roller hockey and we're supporting them for the World Roller Games, and I wish all the luck for the team and the national team. And I'm from Vic. I was playing all my life in Club Pacific, and then I moved it to Taradell. And nowadays I will play the next season in Ripoll, and nothing. I wish all the luck for the national team.
And muchas gracias for joining us here at the Rambla de Sela Stadium on RHA TV, Sant Cugat, Barcelona for the 2019 World Roller Games. Players are on the floor now after the second of the 60-second timeout periods. There are two 30-second timeout periods remaining, one for each team. Referees having a bit of a chat with the Brazilian players at the moment, ready to start play once more. Notable mentions, Reece Leighton doing a fantastic job in the cage for Australia. Australia putting the pressure on the Brazilian team, and I'm very unfortunate not to have put one in the cage so far. They have been so close. The pressure has really been put on the Brazilians, and absolutely frustrating for the Australian team. We know that we can take it to them and succeed in this game. We have 12 minutes remaining in the second period of this game. 3-0 is the score at the moment. The foul count being 9 to the Australians and 6 to the Brazilians. Australia need to be very careful not to concede one more foul, as it will go to a penalty shot for Brazil. Australia definitely not out of this match yet. Geordie Poblet, front of screen at the moment. Friendly stick tap earlier with Cameron Bowen, the Australian captain. The referees now setting position, and there's the whistle. We're off once more. Brazil has the ball. Bowen in front there, driving forward, but Hurley's picked up on the intercept. Nice work there. Hurley's got the ability, he's got the speed at the moment. He tried to have a little go in the cage, he was blocked out. Hurley's still battling it in the corner, not giving up. Unfortunately, Brazil have come out on that one. Bowen coming into the fray. Early defence there from him. Brazil having a wild shot at the cage. It's wide. Kept out. Brazil resetting. 1-2 tap there. Brazil working their way in, trying to find that gap. Poblet right in front of the moment. Marusak joining the fray. Marusak has got the run at the moment. He's trying to keep it out of the way of the Brazilian player, waiting for someone to help him out here. Poblet's trying to do it. Rebounded off the skate. The referees have seen it clean. Poblet's on it. Passing back to safety of Hurley on the centre line. Across the floor to Bowen. Poblet. Australia having a look in once more. There was the little tap in to Bowen in front of the cage there. Not able to get a clean stick. Brazil have it in the corner. Coming out. Bowen moving back into position. Bowen providing some last second interference to the Brazilian team. Poblet, Hurley coming into it. Brazil back on the centre line once more, having a charge in. Hurley upsetting the charge. Bowen has the ball right now. Brazil moving back. There's the pass to Poblet. Poblet coming in. He's close. He's around one of them. He ran two of them. Oh, so close. Disappointing for the Australian camp once more. But Brazil's on the charge down the floor. Marusak. Poblet in support, blocking him out at the moment. Around the cage. Can he do this sneaky? Hurley blocking it out. The attempt from Brazil to get in front. Brazil running backwards and forwards, resetting, having another charge in, resetting once more. Bowen putting the pressure on, up against the barrier. As Brazil has gone to the floor. It's play on from the referees. Brazil have it. Brazil, oh yes, very close off the post. It's giving Australia another chance because Bowen has the ball right now. Slowly coming in, he's looking for someone to work with. There's Poblet, back to Bowen. Bowen, oh, just having an advantage. Moment, it's close, it's in front. Unfortunately, Brazil have picked it up in front of the cage. Brazil having another run in. Nice interference there from Hurley. Leighton slapping it away. Hurley into the barrier there. The whistle has gone from the referee. It'll go Australia's way. Just having a look at the replay on your screens right there. There was the slap shot at the cage. Leighton slapping it away. Hurley having a bit of a tussle with a Brazilian player and is going into the barrier, sliding along the floor. Mop boys coming out to dry up any moisture on the floor. Both teams being very concerned, regardless of who's in the defending or striking area. A slippery floor is dangerous for the players. Hurley with Marusek to start play once more in the corner of the penalty area. There's the whistle. We're off. Australia now is coming down the floor. We're on the charge. It is coming close. Boehm on the intercept of the pass. Pobler supporting, coming through. Boehm moving himself into position. Hurley's there in front of the cage. He's waiting for it. He's eager, he's keen, he can smell it, he can see it. Pobler there also. Boehm trying to lift and tap. Can't pull it off. Still battling it out against Brazil. Brazil take possession. Passing off across the floor, having a look. Decide to back off the pressure momentarily. Passing across the floor near the centre line. Brazil having a look. Australia have reset themselves. Marusek, Boehm in front for the minute. Boehm there, Leighton, great work once more. This boy is working hard today, but Poblet's on the charge now, trying to work around the Brazilian player. Brazil desperate. Poblet going to the floor in the last second there. Frustration. Brazil charging in once more, trying the 1-2, can't get it off. Hurley picks up on the rebound. Hurley having a charge there, he's got Poblet next to him in support. The referee's whistle has gone up. Chopping foul there has been indicated and will go Australia's way. Brazil now 8 fouls. Australia 9. Australia needs to be very, very careful. They don't concede one more foul because that will go to a penalty shot. Deepening the angst of the Australian camp at the moment. So many strikes at the cage, off the post. Just unfortunate opportunities missed. Poblet. Boehm. Boehm having a bit of a look in there at the moment. He's forced up against the barrier, scooting beyond the cage now. Shah coming there in support. He takes advantage of the support that's there for him. Hurley coming out from the corner to Poblet. Poblet charging through, he's got the speed at the moment. Brazil deflects away. Hurley is working hard. Got to be careful not to give away that foul. Brazil have the ball at the moment. Poblet coming into it. Brazil backing off. Leighton is giving the ball, delivering it to Poblet, but Brazil's on it. Long pass across the floor. Brazil back to the centre line. Down the flank there, Brazil not able to pick that up on the wide pass. Bashar is in the corner. Boehm, Australia trying to get the run-in advantage at the moment. There's Hurley coming in for the pass. Poblet, support. Referee's whistle once more, going Brazil's way. Long pass across the floor. Brazil hoping to get that run in. They have the opportunity there at the moment. Leighton, great work, tapped out from Shah. Oh, there was the 1-2. It was there, laying there for Brazil. The backhand, half slap, half flick shot going in for Brazil. Very disappointing. Australia doing some awesome work to keep that ball away. Just seeing the replay on the screens there, you can see what's happened. There was the rebound out from the cage. The Brazilian player just set up nicely there. It's there, I'll take it. Boehm to start play once more. Poblet. Shah. Boehm. Hurley. Shah misses the pass. Now he's going to have to run very fast. There will be 5 seconds on the clock. There it is, timed out. Ball now to be handed over to Brazil. Brazil having quite a number of shots on the cage. Reece Leighton doing a fantastic job for Australia to keep most of those shots out of the cage. Brazil from the corner back to the centre line, resetting. Hurley in defence, putting the pressure on. Nearly steals away, very, very close. He had a stick on the ball momentarily. Brazil looking to go for the slap shot. No, decide they're going to pass in. Gets around Boehm. The shot's wide of the cage. Brazil resetting. Having a look at doing the run in. Shah provides the interference. There it is. As Shah, he's got 2 players in front of him. Can he get around the both of them? No, it's in the corner at the moment. Shah's still on it. It's Australia's ball. Drifting out no man's land. Who's on it? It's anybody's ball right now. Brazil. Shah still working hard, sliding on the floor there. There's nice pass in front of the cage. It's just Brazil 1-2, couldn't pull it off. Poblet charging down there. He turns around to provide some defence against the Brazilian player. The second one coming in, taking it away from Poblet. Brazil having another look in. Hurley in defence for Australia. Brazil forced behind the cage. Having a run in at the moment. Hurley providing the interference. Hurley's got the run at the moment, drops the bomber. No, he goes around. What's he going to do? Oh, yeah, oh, so close. He dribbles around the player. He gets past the second one. He has a shot kept out by the Brazilian keeper. Brazil now down in the attacking zone for them. It's halfway in. Shah picks up on the bad pass from Brazil. Hurley on the centre line, slowly drifting in, having a look. To Shah, he's going to have the run in. Poblet in the corner. Pressure, lots of pressure on the Australian camp. Brazil do not want Australia to get into the cage. But Australia is really taking a turn and doing some great work here. Just unfortunate on the scoreboard. Shah and Poblet working together there. Rebound off the keeper, anybody's ball. Shah winning the chase. Drops it in, yes. Nice shot there, deflected away from the Brazilian keeper. He was on target though. Shah coming in, having another look. He's on the ball behind the goal line at the moment. Bowen bringing it forward. Coming in, he's going to get around the players, forced behind the cage. Shah there is in support on the side if he needs it. Decides to pass back to Hurley. Hurley having a look. Poblet in front of the cage there, looking for the pass. Bowen skating now into position. Passes back to Shah. Poblet in front of the cage. There, oh, yes! Australia on the scoreboard! What a fantastic effort! We knew it was coming. We could smell it. It's here. They delivered. We have done this. Yes, we are coming back. The Australian team going crazy in the grandstand. There's a shot. You see it on the replay. Cameron Bowen elated, hands and stick in the air. Australia, you see the Australian spectators. There's the flag flying. Brazil desperate to get back to start play once more. They've passed back from the centre circle. Cook on the floor now for Australia. May see a difference there, some fresher legs from the Australian camp. Good striker, good chaser of the ball. Mr. 110%. He's on it. Brazil forced behind the cage once more. Brazil trying to get the run in, so about behind play action there. Hurley losing his stick, going Australia's way. Cheer from the Australian spectators in the grandstand, Ramla de Sela Stadium. Sant Cugat, Barcelona 2019 World Roller Games. RHA TV brought to you by Drew Media Australia in association with Roller Hockey Australia, Josh Sport, Ecamm Live in support, and K-Tech. Thank you so much for helping us out, bring these images. But Hurley dummy the shot, having a skate around. Australia are invigorated. They know they can do this. We can pull this back. 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Bowen on it. Hurley, oh, it's a lifted shot. It was there, just wide. Cook's on it, passes back to Bowen. Hurley not able to intercept the pass. Bowen coming into it at the moment. Brazil a little slow off the mark. Hurley, yes, Bowen putting the pressure on, doesn't succeed. Cook there in front, it's coming into the cage. Just wide at the moment. Hurley lifting it up, high ball called by the referees. Extra spirit, extra charge. That goal for Australia has really invigorated the Australian camp. They can smell blood. They want to take it to the Brazilians. Brazil passing back to the safety of the centre line. Cook putting the pressure on, coming in, passing back to no man's land. Cook in chase. Yes, nice work, intercepted. Lots of interference there from Cook. He's still chasing. Bowen taking the baton over. Bowen putting the pressure on, trying to keep it out. Brazil passing to the other side, put a bit of safety into that, making sure they keep possession. Poblet, first line defence there, referee's whistle blown. Australia taking possession. Cook to Bowen along the barrier. Poblet coming in. Cook charging in there, trying to create the opportunity of scoring. Ball in the air. How are the referees going to see it? High stick. And there is the timeout period. We're into the 30-second ones. RHA TV, bringing it to you.
Hello everybody, I'm Shishu. I was playing in Australia 4 years ago. It was a great experience. I played with Melbourne roller hockey and we're supporting them for the World Roller Games, and I wish all the luck for the team and the national team. and I'm from Vic. I was playing all my life in Club Pacific, and then I moved it to Taradell. And nowadays I will play the next season in Ripoll, and nothing. I wish all the luck for the national team.
Exciting moments on RHA TV. I know you've been watching it, the Australian team getting onto the scoreboard and really getting a lift from that goal. The Australian spectators in the grandstand going absolutely crazy in support of the Australian team. As World Roller Games 2019, Sant Cugat, Barcelona. Drew Media Australia, Roller Hockey Australia, Joss Sport, Ecam Live and KTech, all in support of the Australian campaign at these roller games. Poblet there in front at the moment, put the pressure on Brazil. Between the legs there of Hurley. And another timeout period has been called so quickly after the last one. I just will get an adjudication on the timeout. Not sure on that. The horn has gone. May have been a slip of the finger. 3 minutes remaining on the clock. No, that team foul has been called. That is what the horn was indicating. Both Brazil and Australia set behind the penalty line at the opposite end of where the shot will be taken for Brazil. Reece Layton making himself a little more refreshed as much as he can do in these humid conditions here. Ramon de Sela Stadium, Sant Cugat. Beautiful city here. People are fantastic. The food, the atmosphere is awesome. There's the wave from the referee. He's waiting. Moments. Building the pressure for Layton. What's he going to do? Oh, yes, he's done the job. Layton having an awesome game today. He's just blocking out. Wax on, wax off is doing the job. Brazil having a charge in. Brazil, lots of pressure there from Hurley, forcing him beyond the cage. Tries to pass in front. Cook doing the work. Hurley, Cook in partnership there. The referees have seen it differently. It's Australia's way. Australian spectators in the grandstand getting very vocal now. This, yes, all the noises coming from the Australian supporters. We appreciate them being here so much. Thank you for coming to Sant Cugat, Barcelona. The referee's just having a bit of a chat there to one of the Brazilian players. We're seeing Jordi Poblet to take the penalty for Australia. And you're hearing their famous call, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. The crowd now settling to allow Poblet to take the shot for Australia. Penalty be conceded, a foul being conceded in the penalty area by Brazil. Poblet to set up, looking for the wave from the referee. There it is, what's Poblet going to do? He's going to go the dribble. He's tight with the referee at the moment. He tries to lift and tap. It's not there for him. Not able to balance it on the stick. Brazil have it on the rebound. Brazil charging in. Cook racing in. The Jack Russell chasing the ball. Hurley is on it, coming out. Referees are blown. Not seeing the indication there. Ball to be brought back. Possibly a kicking indication. Can't quite see it. The barrier's blocking my vision. Brazil passes back out on the centre line, resetting. Brazil passing back even deeper. Hurley putting the pressure on. Bohm doing same. Oh, great work once more from Layton. Brazil having a run in, but it's Cook that's on the charge in company with Bohm. There's the pass to him. Oh, Cook, yes! Cook, he delivers the goods. He's the man for Australia. Bohm, Cook combination. One apiece for these Australian boys. Great work from the camp. They're coming back. 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Australia 2-4 in the second half of this game. Coming back, desperate moments. Brazil have got to be getting worried right now. And you're seeing there the replay of that, the awesome goal. I just can't stop talking. Hurley in the centre circle, just itching, waiting to start once more. Tapping sticks with Cook. Great work there. Congratulations going back and forth, I'm sure. Poblet having a bit of a chat now with Cook. Congratulations there. Good work. That's what we need more of. Boehm on the floor now. Exciting, desperate moments for both teams. There's the start. The Australian spectators are behind the team at the moment. You can hear them. The referees have seen it Brazil's way. Cameron Boehm providing the defence, the Brazilian player going to the floor. Motboy being called onto the floor at the moment. Having a look at the replay there, you can see what was going on. Boehm coming in up against the barrages to provide the defence. Tries to dribble around Cameron Boehm and unfortunately trips over the skates there. The referees have seen it at Brazil's advantage. Desperate moments. 2 minutes, 4 seconds. And we will be counting their seconds here. The cheer squad, you can hear them. They're going off, they're loving their roller hockey here in Sant Cugat. Ramdasel Stadium, Brazil. Brazil, we're going to want to have the charge in. They're not giving up either. They're not playing the strategic game of time, running down the clock. They're playing hockey to the final buzzer. Brazil working on the centre line as they have been. They haven't deviated from the play. Brazil having a run in. Leighton, yes, what's he done? He's kept it out. Great work. Hurley's on the ball now. They've got to get it down there quick because there's 1 minute 33 left. Hurley drops it in. It's wide. Brazil picking it up in the corner. Cook putting the pressure on. The Jack Russell wants the ball. He can't chase at the moment. Oh, a bit of nastiness behind play. Hurley going to the floor momentarily. Brazil have the ball. There's the pass in no man's land. Brazil picking up on the rebound. Behind the cage. Brazil trying to come out. And the referees have seen it as Brazil's way, unfortunately. 1 minute, 8 seconds. Again, on the replay, you're seeing it. We're into the play once more. Brazil on the offensive. Tries to pass out. Hurley blocks it out. Brazil still taking it to Australia. Loose sticker on the floor at the moment from Hurley. Hurley battling it out. Cook on it in support. There's the long pass to Poblet. Poblet going to the floor. Referees have seen it clean. Rebounding off the stick of Hurley. Referee's whistle blown once more. Going to Brazil. Rebounding off the barrier, having a look in. Poblet in defence there. Having a shot, it's above. Cook, Hurley, they can do it. There's time, yes, there is time. Oh, it's in the penalty area as well. Am I seeing that correctly? The referee reaching for the blue card. Yes, 24 seconds remaining. This is ending up an epic battle. Australia-Brazil, round 3. Looking at the screens now, there is the attempt at the cage. Oh, yes, just inside the penalty area. The Australian spectators going crazy in the grandstand. The blue card produced. Australian team, it's gone into a bit of a huddle here at the moment. A bit of a discussion there last minute. The Brazilian players are in the penalty area. Down the opposite end, they are set. Just deciding who's going to take the shot for Australia. Just on the sidelines here, just out of shot. Steve Hoey just having a last second chat to Bevan Hurley, who will take it for Australia. Coming in front and centre on your screens right now, the Brazilian keeper. Set in position, we're going to be waiting for the wave. We're set down the other end, we're just looking for the hand up and the wave from the action end. Hurley can do it, we know he can. Oh, it's off the post! Crucial, frustrating moment there for Australia. There's 9 seconds, 15 remaining. Brazil has the ball. Australia got to be throwing everything at it. He's around Cook, he's around Hurley, behind the cage. Ball coming into Brazil's possession, deep in their defensive zone at the moment. Ball being passed into their attacking zone, and that is the full-time siren. Epic game there for Australia and Brazil, taking it to the spectators, and we're seeing there on the screen there, fantastic support there from the Australian camp in the grandstand. Players shaking hands with each other, great effort. And thank you so much for joining this broadcast on RHA TV.